So what's happening? Phew. Hey, this is Lake Placid Football Dynasty, another episode, and it's the bye week. Ugh, I hate bye week. Well, not all that much, not like I used to, especially now that I got used to doing it 3 times a season. So we just do like we normally do a little recruiting, do a little, and our guys getting some rest, you know, dealing with injuries, some of them a little nicked up. It's been a tough schedule so far. So while they healing up a little bit, going over some stuff, getting ready for the home stretch of the season. Just looking and seeing some of the commitments that we got so far, and the few that's remaining as we're getting closer and closer towards the end of the season, and who may still be in play and who may not. So we just poking around, looking at I want to get this kicker, man. Because still Ferguson, man. I want him to finish out his career, but I don't know. He'll be missing a lot of field goals, so we need to work on that. And looking at this Gary Young, Bobby Cox, defensive end, a couple of defensive ends we're looking at. Trying to see, are we moving up on a chart? Are we going down on a chart? If we moving up, I might throw some points in there, see what happens. If we're moving down, we're getting to the point where we just can't be messing around anymore. We got to get these recruits in and start evaluating, seeing who we need to keep, who we need to cut. We're down to 2 games left in the season. You figure some commitments need to be coming through. But some of these guys, they like to milk it all the way to like the last little bit. And some of them, you can't blame them, because a better deal might come along, or they get an opportunity to get what they really, really want, or go to where they really, really want, or so I don't give them no headache about taking their time. But at the same time, we want to kind of, like, come on, man, sign on the dotted line, come on. But other than that, that's pretty much the do. Sit back and watch other teams play. It's a bye week. Get to watch the pregame shows. Check it out. Some news. Not much to talk about, but get to talk about some of the stuff that happened last week. Some of the top stories that from the games last week that carries over into this week. You see, Ohio State was number 1, but they got beat by Indiana, and so on and so forth. News all across the landscape of college football. And we still unbeaten. Marshall might get in the championship game. Wouldn't that be something? You got Texas A&M and Alabama Mm-mm. And Auburn got a USC. So, all the stuff that's going on. Then we check out all the games that going to be playing, so we can see what our options are for, watching any games. I try to tell my guys, not to watch the game. Just go home, relax, go out with your friends, girlfriend, or whatever. But me being a coach and everything, we'll say that, but we don't always do that because we're looking at our next opponent, looking at another opponent down the road, looking at potential teams we might play in a bowl game because we're bowl eligible. Looking back at teams that we played against, especially ones like the one that we lost to. So those type of things. You wanna try to relax too as a coach. You definitely want your staff to get some rest, but it ain't always like that for a head coach. Sometimes, man, it's just sometimes we take it with us when we're not even trying to. So it's just one of them things, man. It's one of them things. Ole Miss in Texas. Texas has been struggling being in the SEC now. Oklahoma been struggling in the pack. Ooh. So, one of those things. Vermont taking on Vanderbilt. I'm about to play them one day. Vanderbilt. And Louisville. I'm about to play them one day too. Virginia. Pittsburgh. Boston College. Texas A&M. Kentucky, Georgia. We might have to play them someday. What about Bama? Shut up. I don't know. I don't think I want to play Bama right now. I don't think I want to play Bama or Ohio State. Oklahoma. Those are three teams I don't think I want to fool with right now. And Delaware taking on North Carolina State. That might be interesting. Long Beach at Michigan. Wow. ACC got some matchups coming up. Missouri against Florida. And then we play Florida next week. So I'm definitely going to be watching that game. Definitely going to be taking a peek, look-see at that one. Hawaii. Checking out the top 25. You can see Notre Dame and Marshall leading the way. TCU, Tennessee, Arizona, Penn State, UCLA, and the rest just falls right on in. Whoa, wait a minute. Number 24. Isn't that us? Yeah, right ahead of Alabama. Wow. Whoa. That's something. Let's see how the conferences are looking around the country. We're second place in Independent, just ahead of Denton Ewell. Western Michigan is leading the MAC. Colorado State in the Mountain. And of course, Boise State in the West. And the Pac North, Stanford? Wow. In the Pac South is UCLA. Oklahoma is way down. Ooh. Tennessee is leading the East in the SEC. Miami comes in at number 2 in the East. Okay, they come in with some authority. Check out the West. The West got Oklahoma, Texas A&M, Mississippi State. Wow, LSU, Auburn, Alabama done fell way off in their division, and Texas is way down at the bottom as well. In the Sun Belt is Texas State leading the way. Well, actually, Texas State is tied with Georgia State, Lafayette, Monroe, and there's another school in there somewhere. There's a lot of schools. And the ACC, Virginia Tech so far, and Clemson leading the way in the Coastal Division. In the American, the Army is tied with Navy and Connecticut. Okay. The Big 12, TCU is leading the way. It looks like they just getting started. Well, they ain't got that many teams, so. And then Ohio State and Penn State is leading in their division. And Kansas State, new team on the block, leading in their division. Marshall leading in the East, undefeated. Western Kentucky in the West, almost undefeated. Looking at the Heisman Awards now. I don't know. I don't think we're gonna be able to get. I don't think we're gonna be able to get Hawkins back into the Heisman conversation. Okay, because you rushed for 5 touchdowns in a game. In the following week, get you 2 more touchdowns, and you're not in the top 5. Chances are, this late in the game, we probably won't get back into the discussion. But week 11 with the player of the week, offensive player of the week. Wow, that was cool. That was really cool. Also a finalist for the Doak Walker Award. Yeah. A finalist for the Doak Walker Award, but we can't get you in the top 5 for the Heisman. Well, it's like that sometimes. Anyway, and on the high school portion of this episode, Gordon Academy with another blowout. We had a close one between South Portland and Oceanside, and a close one Waterville and Winston. And High with another blowout. And now let's talk about Stratton and, how you say it, Oriano, the Red Riot. It was a good game. Actually, the Red Riot came out swinging first, and the Eagles pretty much had to strap their way back to take the lead. And once they took the lead, once the Eagles got the lead, they wasn't gonna give it up. And you see, they was fighting for. Actually, they fighting to be either between 2nd and 4th place. So with that win, they got a shot at 2nd place. So, but this was a good game. It was a good game. You know, playing for pride. And they definitely not playing this, to see who still have a shot for a state championship. No, those 2 spots are taken. We'll be showing you that later. But we want to show some highlights, man, from the game. I'm looking at the coin toss here, but we want to show some highlights. You might get a feel of the game itself. think that was a touchdown that gave him the lead. And a couple of sacks. Scored a couple of sacks in this game. But the Eagles defense been playing well the last few, not counting Hyde. We don't want to talk about that game. Or Waterville. We don't want to talk about that game either. There's a couple of games we don't want to talk about. But this game, the last one was Oceanside, I do believe. Those are the games we want to talk about. We want to talk about the ones we won, man. The ones we won, baby. Now go, folks, coming around the corner. Woo! Or around the end. And got an interception there by number 14 right there. I got to get that boy's name, man. He's a big fella playing in defense. And you can run down the numbers here. Rushing 209 yards to their getting 23 yards. So all in all, Coach Parker been doing a heck of a job, man. Like I said, he got a couple of bad games on him, but it happens. It happens. And the defending champions, the Portland got them a big blowout win. And like I said, Waterville is still leading Division 1. And Highland still leading the Division 2, as we call the main athletic conference of high school. Those are the players of the week. And checking out next week's schedule, you see Stratton will be ending the regular season against South Portland. And South Portland got one of our targets too, Cannon, offensive lineman. So that's it. Thanks for watching. Next week we'll be taking on Florida, the battle between the Crocs and the Gators. So we'll see you then. You have a good one.